Good morning, Year 6. This is a maths review for finding the area of parallelograms. We started off with a flashback recap. So number 1, work out the area of this triangle. Well, find out the area of the triangle is the base times height and then find half of that. So 12 times 4 is 48. Then we need to divide 48 by 2. That's 24 centimeters squared. Number 2, calculate the perimeter of the rectangle. But that's just 17 times 9. I'm going to do 17 times 10 and then take away one lot of 17. 17 times 10 is 170. Then I'm going to take away 17 from that, so I'll need to exchange. So that's 153 centimeters squared. If a equals 13, work out the value of 3a plus 1. Well, 13 times 3 equals 39 plus 1 equals 40. Add together 9,526 plus 3,675. 6 plus 5 is 11, put the 1 on top. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 7 is 10. 1 plus 5 is 6, plus 6 is 12. Oops, what's going on? Is 12. 1 plus 9 is 10, that's 13. So the answer is 13,201. And with the clock, what is the time? It is 8:24. It's a bit hard to see. I'm happy if you put 8:23 or 8:24. Lesson then. Calculate the areas of the parallelograms. So, there's a couple of ways we can answer this. The first way, we can just count the squares inside. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now they're the whole square, so I'm going to put these kind of halves together. So that would be 7, because it's half here and half here. Half here and half here is 8. Half here and half here is 9 centimeters squared. We could have also, and I'll do this in green, we could have seen that our shape, our parallelogram is 3, the base is 3, times the height, which is 1, 2, 3, which also equals 9. That's another way we could have worked it out. And it's the same for the next one as well. Again, I'm going to count the whole squares in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4. This would go together to make 5. This would go together to make 6. These two go together to make 7. And these two together would go 8. So this would be 8 centimeters squared. And also, just like the last one, if we have our base, and I'll do that in green. So we could have 2, our base is 2, and it's 4 centimeters tall. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, which equals 8. That's 2 ways we could have answered that. One is finding the area of the parallelogram. It's put 10 times 8 equals 80 centimeters squared. What mistake has he made? Well, the mistake he has made is he has gone 10, which is the base, which is correct, but he's gone times 8. When actually the height needs to be the perpendicular here because we have a right angle. So it needs to be 10 times 6 centimeters. So it needs to be 10 times 6 centimeters to get an answer of 60 centimeters squared. So the mistake he has made, he did not multiply with the perpendicular line. He multiplied with the side, which is the wrong thing to do. Issue has labelled the bases and heights of 4 parallelograms. 3 are correct, 1 is incorrect. Tick the shapes which have been labelled correctly. Well, let's have a look at the first one. We've got the base here, that's right, and the height, and it's perpendicular, so that is correct. Let's have a look here. We've got the base in the right place, and the height, which is going kind of to the top of the mountain. Now, don't be confused that the height isn't in the inside of the shape. Oh, that's my phone going. Okay, it's still okay if it's on the outside of the shape because we would still have a right angle here, so that one's correct. Here, the base isn't alongside the shape. There's a big gap here. So this is going to be wrong. And then we'll check the last one, because if that's right, then we've answered the question. Yeah, we've got the base alongside a side, and we've got the height going to the top with a right angle, so that's correct. So them three are correct, and it's this one here which is incorrect. Calculate the areas of the parallelograms. Okay, this should be nice and easy. So this is going to be 4 times 5, which is 20 centimeters squared. B is going to be 2 times 5, which is 10 centimeters squared. C is 10 millimeters times 9 millimeters, which is 90 millimeters squared. And D is 5 times 6, which is 30 meters squared. Okay, find the missing parts. Find the missing lengths. So we know the area is 15 centimeters squared. So we need to work out what the base is. So we know the area is 15 centimeters squared. We know the height is 5 centimeters. So what goes with 5 to make 15? The answer is 3. So the base is 3 centimeters. 3 times 5 is 15. Okay, B. Now, notice that this is meters squared, this is centimeters, this is centimeters. So I'm going to make this into 1,200 centimeters squared. And now we have to go, what multiplies with 400 to make 1,200 is 3 centimeters. Because the base 400 times 3 is 1,200 centimeters, which is the same as 12 meters. Here is a rhombus inside a rectangle. Calculate the area of the rhombus. It says the area of a rhombus is half the area of a rectangle. This means it's a special triangle. Well, let's work out the area of the rhombus first. It says it's half of the rectangle. Well, let's work out the area of the rectangle. 8 times 6 equals 48, and it says the rhombus is half of that. So that's going to be 24 centimeters squared. Another way of working that out is to do the length times height of the rhombus. So 5 times 4.8 also equals 24 centimeters squared. So that's 2 different ways we could work that out. And then it says, explain my Mo is wrong. Well, he's correct in the first bit, he says, but he is incorrect on the second bit, he says, because a triangle has 3 sides, whereas a rhombus has 4 sides. It's a quadrilateral.